The Sims 4 base game update just dropped, so let's look and review what's included. One of the first things that we want to talk about is sexual orientation. It has now been added to the game. If you go to the customization gender, which is the 3 dots in the cast system, this window shows you the physical frame, the clothing options, whether the Sim P is standing up, or if they can get pregnant. If you click the sexual orientation tab, though, you get a few more options. You get to choose who your Sim is romantically attracted to. You get to choose if the Sim is exploring romantically, and who they're interested in woohooing with. This creates a new gameplay aspect where you can ask Sims what their woohoo preferences are, and it'll show up in their profile. That way you don't have to get embarrassed by trying to flirt with someone who's not going to be interested in you at all, or anyone. And if the sexual orientation update's not for you, that's okay. Just choose to ignore it, and just go on with your gameplay. Your Sim will be pansexual like they've always been. The next update in cast is body hair. Is arm, torso, back, and leg hair. Both feminine and masculine frames can have 1, 2, 3, or all 4. You can choose any color of body hair that's available in the game. You can also choose to match it with your normal hair color by just clicking the box. They didn't go overboard with the body hair, so it's kind of a nice touch. I'm enjoying it. Now let's talk about our phones. You can choose from a wide variety of background colors, and your phone has now new case options. I like that when your Sim's actually holding their phone, which they're going to be holding it a whole lot more now, you get to see the pattern of the color that you've picked out for your Sim. Your phone now has apps like how our phones work normally. You still have the same lists and options, but now they're all neatly organized within apps that make sense. And when I was playtesting this, I found a new option that I hadn't seen before. Video call? So we video called my landlord. If you look over his shoulder, you can see outline of a Sim, which is a really nice touch. Oh yeah, and selfies have new poses. So when in selfie mode, you can choose different poses, or you can randomize them, and take the pictures that you always wanted to put up on your Sinstagram. That picture? It's a winner. Another simple but basic update we got today was being able to sit on the ground. The Sim Gurus did show this to us when they live streamed the high school years pack, but I think it's kind of funny to just have an adult sit outside on the ground in the rain. Sure, why not? Oh, did I mention your Sim's going to be on their phone a lot? Whether they're jogging, walking, or just idle for a half a second, they're going to be on their phone. This slight change might be just a little too close to reality for me, but it is nice to see because this is pretty much what the world is like now. Since our Sim is romantically attracted to men, we went on a date with a guy, and he became our boyfriend. Well, a lot of things escalated quickly, so, oh well. And this brings us to our wants and fears. So there's no more whims, now we have 3 wants and a fear. 2 of the wants are going to be kind of based off of what your Sim likes, what their aspiration is, and just things they want to accomplish during the day. You have a 3rd rotating one that is more situational. So my Sim caught on fire and he wanted to clean himself up. Situational. And in this situation, he wanted to break up with his boyfriend. Oh no, I have to get my key back from my apartment. Well, at least he's taking it well. And I got more than I bargained for. Not only was he afraid of fire, he also got a fear of failure. And these won't go away until you try to conquer them. So for example, fear of fire, it literally handicapped him where he couldn't light a fire in his own home, and he couldn't interact with any of the bonfires, especially Moonwood Mill. It was just so sad. Everything was grayed out, and you couldn't click on it because he was afraid of fire. I think it's a great touch because honestly, instead of getting just a negative moodlet for being around fire, you can't even interact with it. This makes me super excited to figure out what all the other fears are. And last but not least, curved walls. I know, if you're a Simmer who's into their gameplay and their Let's Plays and their challenges, this may not be as exciting, but for the builder Sims out there, I see you. This will allow you to expand on your buildings and make them that more unique. So you can't just drag and drop a curve, you have to use the room tool as a curve. We have a small, a medium, and a large. In the door and window options, now we have filters that allow us to quickly find the doors and windows that'll work only on curves, especially the tight curve, because you're limited here. But the ones that do fit, they work pretty well. And if you put 4 of the same size room together, you're gonna get a circle. When I went to college, there's actually housing that you could stay in as a student that were donuts. The buildings literally look like these. Beyond what we just went over, there were more bug fixes for the base game and some of the expansion packs for console and PC. And all of this is in the patch notes, which I'll actually link down below for you. So if you want, you can go read it. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!